So today we are going to start a literature chapter, chapter number 5, Adventures of a Nepali Frog. What do you mean by adventures? Adventures means exciting experiences. So we are going to study in this chapter what were the exciting adventures of this Nepali frog. So let's read about it. So now this chapter is written by Kanak Mani Dixit. He was born in 1956 in Lalitpur in Nepal, and he is a generalist. Generalist is what? Reporter, you can see. Generalist is a reporter or a person who writes for newspapers, magazines, or news websites, or prepares news to be broadcast, to be shown on television, or people can hear on radios also. So he is the editor. Editor is a person who is also known as copy reader. So copy reader means a person who can do corrections. He can just like check the facts, he can just check the spellings, he can just find out the grammar errors in the writing script, and he can make it more, uh, he can just modify it. Okay, so he was the editor of the magazine Himal South Asian, as well as the publisher of the Nepali language weekly Himal Khabar Patrika. So this is the weekly Nepali language newspaper which is known as Himal Khabar Patrika. Publisher means a company or a person that prepares and issues books, journals, or music for sale. He writes for children too. He is writing stories for children also, and he also works to encourage. Promote means encourage peace, that is quietness or calmness. Democracy means any rule by the people. Means democracy means like people can change their rulers in a peaceful manner, and the government is given the right to rule because the people say it. That is called democracy. And even for animal welfare, animal good welfare means good health. So now we are just going to study about the chapter. Now here on the screen you can see one activity is given that you have to make an origami frog. So you need a piece of paper and some crayon colors, and following these steps and instructions you can make a frog. So your amazing frog will jump out. Okay, so now we'll start with the story. So let us read the story of a young frog from Kathmandu Valley who decides to travel through his country and go where no frog has gone before. So it's this story is about a young frog from Kathmandu Valley. So we'll just find it out. What are the adventures? What are the wishes of this small frog or Nepali frog? So the name of this frog is Bhakta Prasad Bayaguto, a young Kathmandu frog, was barely out of his tadpole teens. Means he has just come out of his tadpole age. Teens means age from 13 to now 19. He lived with his grandfather Buddhi Prasad, his mother Sanomia, and his sisters and brothers in a rice terrace by the village of Ichangu. So he was living with his family and in the rice terrace which was near the village of Ichangu. Now Bhakta Prasad was very curious. He was more curious than other frogs of his age. Curious means when you are eager to know something or you are hopeful. So he was the quickest out of all the tadpoles. He was the quickest to learn how to hop among his brood. Brood means family, and had lately taken to going out of the muddy paddies. Muddy paddies is a field where rice is grown. So he was like not long ago he was taken to going out in the rice paddies, rice fields, and even by towards the downhill path which was used by humans. Okay, so now again one question is here. You can see how was Bhakta Prasad different from other frogs of his age. So Bhakta Prasad was different from other frogs of his age because he was more curious than others. He was the quickest to learn how to hop. He observed humans and wondered where they came from and where they went. So this is how he was different from other frogs. Now he saw men, women, and children walk back and forth. Back and forth means moving from one place to the other, and back means doing this, going and coming again and again. So he saw people like men, women, and children. They are going and they are coming back, and they were using that trail that narrow trail, okay, path, and wondered where they were going from or going to. So he was surprised. Where are these people? Where these people are going? Normally, frogs do not worry too much about going anywhere. Generally, they do not worry about such things, where that who is going where. Their lives consist mostly of lying in waits for insects that buzz about. So their lives is made up of only lying in the wait of insects, because insects is their food. So whenever insects start buzzing, they just come to know that now our food is ready and we can just grasp it. Now keeping watch for garden snakes, and they are keeping watch for garden snakes also. And these snakes love to munch on amphibians. Amphibians means animals that can live on land as well as in water. Wallowing means they are always rolling or lying in muddy water, and their croaking is not stopped until they are tired. That's why it's written till the throat goes dry. So they keep on croaking and croaking until they are tired. But the humans walked up and down the narrow trail. But he was watching that humans are walking on this trail. They are going and they are coming back. And you can see here the trail. This is the narrow trail on which this Bhakta Prasad is standing here. And this people are going and coming. They are moving up and down the valley as if they were headed somewhere. It was looking as if they were moving to some direction or they are going to some place. They seem to have an intention. So he said that it looked like they have some purpose of going and coming back. Now, well, I will have an intention. Young Bhakta Prasad decided one morning in early summer. So, watching these people, he said, even I will also have one purpose. And he decided one morning in early summer. And so, while he waited for his tail to disappear, and so he was waiting for his tail for disappear to disappear means he just wanted that the tail should be bring to an end, and he may be turned into a small frog. He hung around the chotra. He was just hanging around that chotra. And chotra is what? It's a resting platform, and this platform was by the trail where people stopped to exchange gossip. So it was near this narrow path, and here, when people were going and coming, they used to stop and they used to talk, their exchange gossip. It means idle talk. They were talking idly. Now, from their talk, from their conversation or from their talk, he formed a picture in his mind. Uh, on what picture he formed? He formed a picture of the world that to lay beyond. Lay beyond means to be outside the scope of someone's power. So he formed a picture of the world that was beyond someone's power. The safe paddies where his frog clan had lived. He just formed a picture that this is the place where my frog family had lived for a uh, for as long as anybody could remember. Means for many years they had been living here. Now it was evening time, and Bhakta Prasad was gazing down upon Kathmandu Valley, and he was continuously looking at that Kathmandu Valley. As it was evening, so it was the time for the sunset. So as the sun's slanting rays lit its field of greening paddy. So just imagine the scenario, so beautiful it is, that the slanting rays of the setting sun, it was looking as if the fields, green fields, are lighted up with small lights. Now, beyond, he saw the shingle roofed houses, pagoda temple tops, and the tall palace building. So, beyond, what do you mean by beyond? Means far off, on the far side. What did he see? He saw the shingle roofed houses. Shingle roofed houses are a rooftop which is covered with small flat pieces of wood or slate. And these kind of houses or temples are found in like Himachal Pradesh. You can see, you can, whenever, if you have been to Kullu Manali or Himachal, you can see such temples. They are like shingle roofed only. And pagoda temples, these kind of pagoda temples are also pagoda temple roofs, like Hindus or Buddhist temple, form of many tired towers. It's like the formation is like this is called pagoda temple tops. Hindu temples or Buddhist temples which form of many tiered towers. It looks like many tiered towers are there kept one above the other. And the tall palace buildings. So he was just seeing all these things. Now all the frogs of Ichangu knew that this was the city. They knew that Kathmandu is a city, but none of them, nobody knows, understood that what is the meaning of this word city. At the Chotra, Bhakta Prasad had heard of motor cars, street lights, and gigantic buildings with hundreds of rooms. So when he was sitting at the Chotra, he was hearing the sound of motor cars, street lights, and huge buildings which had hundreds of rooms. So this is how the writer has explained that what this frog was watching, what this frog was thinking, and how he was just uh, imagining about the Kathmandu city or sitting on that Chotra. So today we are going to stop here only, and next part we are going to take